Youngspapercreations, thank you so very much for coming on to my channel. Again, this is Youngspapercreations, and it's your girl Ayesha. Thank you so very much. Like, subscribe, and share, because this is an opportunity where I love opening you all to what paper crafting and those paper addicts, lovers, when you come across beautiful pages and anything paper related, you are just on another planet. This is where you want to be, because I'm all about paper and loving paper and creating with papers. So, little golden books. I know I've got a number of you out there. You loved golden books as a child, and even as an adult, when you come across them, you are remembering those days. Many of us paper crafters are in love with these little golden books because they're great for journaling. We create journals with them. We alter them and create journals, keeping the pages. Many of us, we keep the pages as they are and then add to them. And so when you're journaling, you are coming across all of these lovely pages. They're not easy to come across, especially the older ones. And so at the very top here, you would see 49 cents. And so when you go into the stores, the prices might vary. I get as much as possible from Value Village. I've gotten a few from sellers online. If you're getting them online, the prices varies. It could be anywhere from perhaps $6 downwards. Value Village, you can get them perhaps $2 or $1.50. I've gotten a number of them for $1.50, and when I come across, sorry, my don't worry about all that. When I come across something like this, these older ones, 49 cents and such, at Value Village, I grab them so quickly and put them into my cart, because as you can tell, they are just gorgeous. Now, because we love them so much, paper crafters, we collect them so that when we're ready to create our journals, we have on hand rather than paying those enormous, prices. So I've done just that. Now, I don't have as many as some of my colleagues out there, but I said $1.50. I mean $1.59. Maybe there's something for $1.50. I don't know, but it's $1.59. I don't have as many as some individuals, but I didn't realize that I was so successful with collecting them over time. So here I have Olaf and Perfect Day. And by the way, if you are looking for me to create a journal out of any of these, and they're still around at the time that you connect with me, that would be possible. So as you see me going through these little golden books, if you'd like me to create a journal for you, you have all of my information below. If they're still on hand, I will be able to do that. If not, I will let you know what's left. But my plan is ultimately to create journals with all of them and then make them available. The years in terms of how modern or old varies. As I said, one of them that I showed you earlier was 49 cents. This one particular one, Where Did Baby Go? This one is from 1974. This is really cute. Look at that hat. A Child's Garden of Verses. These are the older ones. You don't see these ones much. This is 1957. There you go. So one of the last ones was 1974. This is 57. This one, the shoelace box. The shoelace box is 1984. Huh. I really enjoy seeing the children at play. This one we know is very modern. Frozen. And this was 2016. The Lady and the Tramp. I'm not able to find a date on this one, but The Lady and the Tramp came out when? I don't know. The 80s? 70s? When? Can't rightly remember. Pinocchio. This particular copy, 53. Copyright 1953. I wonder if this was probably, that was probably the first publishing edition, because it looks so much as if it was done within the past 30 years, but who knows. Now this is another recent one, because this is Coco. We all heard of that movie Coco. I've not seen the movie, but not sure if I like all of this, but somebody might. I didn't get to see the movie. The Little Golden Book of Jokes and Riddles, 1983. A little darker, not so cutesy. Bambi. (1975). So all of these, the plan is to turn them into little golden book journals. Compton Rhymes. Didn't we start off with that? Yeah. There we go. Compton Rhymes. And this one doesn't have the I think this was, let's see. This one says 1960. So this particular version was 1960. And this first copy was, oh, so 1960. Oh, but the printing is a 10th printing of 1977. There you go. Wow. So I've got 2 copies of this. Anybody, if you're looking to have a journal made out of that, I'll have 2 copies. The Farmer in the Dell. This one is not providing me with a, well, it's got a date, but it's those MCMLXV. So we know it's one of the much older ones. Rand McNally and Company, Chicago, established 1856. So this is a very, very, very much older version, probably older than all the others that I have. So I just might hold on to this a little bit longer. This is probably one of those collectible type ones. This has been around way, way long. And this one is not even actually, guys, sorry, this is not a Little Golden Book. This is a Rand McNally books. They had the Rand McNally publishing, and I don't even know all the story behind it. All I know is that they're collectible type items, and everyone loves their work. So yeah, so this is not a Little Golden Book, and this one isn't either, but I got it because I'm able to do the same thing as the others in terms of altering it and blah blah blah. So that's not a Golden Book, but I still have it in my mix. So this one is a Little Golden Book, The Story of Jesus, and this is 1977. This will be a good one to make a journal out of. Okay, so this is stacking up quite nicely. So I need to start a new. So let's see how many I have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, probably 16. Not counting the other two that I had that are not golden books. So this is 16. So now we move on to We Held Daddy. This is 1962. Donald Duck's Toy Sailboat. And this one I had taken apart already to get started to create the journal. So this will be altered, and then the pages goes back in and I add the other pages to it. And this one was 1954. Here we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now this one was 39 cents originally. One of the older ones. It says the little golden book at the bottom. And, well, we see it here as well. And this is from 1948. Wow. So this is one of the older ones that I have. 1948, guys. Wow. Okay, guys, you're seeing. If you want a journal to be made out of those, connect with me. This is 39 cents as well. And as you can see, I've taken this one apart. This one is Mickey Mouse and Pluto Pup. This one is Disneyland Parade with Donald Duck. And these are all golden books. So this is what I do. I take them apart and then begin my work. Jumbo. Jumbo is 1941 and 1947. Those are the two printing copies placed on this. So 47 is the most, no? This is in the this is in the 31st publishing, and that's 1971. Okay, and that's from Walt Disney. So, and Walt Disney again, Pinocchio. 1968 was this last print. I remember reading the Pinocchio story and just loving it. My Little Golden Book About God. Now that would make a wonderful journal, wouldn't it? Love the children again in this. (1974), the most recent printing. Illustrated by Eloise Wilkins. Her photos are so pretty to look at. The Friendly Book. So let's see the date on this. 1954. The photos aren't as bright and fun as the others per se. Everything is so dark. I guess because it's about the sky and fun park. Interesting. The Friendly Book. Not familiar with that. Little Raccoon Nighttime Adventure. Never heard of it, but because it was a little golden book, I picked it up. This is 1966. Some people like animals and raccoons. Not me so much, but they're cute, so I thought. Bedtime stories. And this one we know it had some fun times because even the cover shows it. 1942, copy renewed. The most recent for this was 1976. So we have all the favorites. Chicken Little, the Gingerbread Man, and the Little Red Riding Hood. I know we're all familiar with those. The Little Red Caboose. So I'm not going to worry with the dates. That's going to take up, it's been taking up too much time. You get the gist. A lot of these are from 70s, 60s, 40s, maybe some in the 50s as well. Jolly Barnyard. This is 1950. Tawny Scrawny Lion. 52. Can't help myself. I keep looking at the dates. Okay, this stack is getting big again, so let's see. So the last one was 16. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That could be 31. Okay, so if that's 31, let's start a new stack. If you hear a rumbling, that's because everything is fallen. So I'll let you look on that, and while I make some sense out of some fun sense behind me, keep looking at that. And so we help Daddy. So did I say 31? 31 was the last count, I believe. Night Before Christmas. Rabbit Adventure. I'm just showing you the inside. So if I know so many of us are always trying to find these little golden books, especially the older ones. So that's why I wanted to have a chance to show them on the inside. So if you're looking for me to create a journal out of any of them, you'll already know what the photos will be like on the inside. We like kindergarten. I too enjoyed kindergarten very much. It was one of my favorite times. Anytime I go into the schools, there's such a nostalgic feel, as if I want to just spend my days there again, just sitting behind my desk. Loved it. ABC is for Christmas. The Shy Little Kitten. Oh, some child had a fun time with this. Wonderful. Forest Hotel, The Counting Story. Never heard of that one. The Road to Oz. And here's a little bitty one. Happy Easter, Mother Duck. Wow. I was almost going to let Easter go without looking at this. Well, there you go. Put it to the side. Numbers, a little golden book. This is one of our much older ones again. You could just tell by the photos. Let's check out the dates. 1955. Got about 5 more to go, guys. The Little Golden Book of Jokes and Riddle. We saw this before, right? We saw that. The Pandas Take a Vacation. Pancakes. Look what I'm thinking about. uh-huh. So some fun little child would like pandas. Pete's Dragon. How did I end up with... Oh, you know what? This is what I was speaking of. I had purchased a few of these online from someone. And you know when you get these online, sometimes they've got like 6 of them and there's like one that you don't really care for, but it's part of the package. Well, that's how I got some of those. This is called What Will I Be? A Wish Book. So for a child deciding what they want to do or be when they grow up. That's a good one. Raggedy Ann and Andy Help Santa Claus. Raggedy Ann is always a fun one for people. Raggedy Ann. Santa's Toy Shop. So these will be good for me to set aside for Christmas so I can have a few of them. Christmas just went, but believe you me, we know it's coming back, God's willing. Rags. What's this, from the 80s perhaps? No, 70s, 1970s. I was close. Funny Bunny. Funny Bunny. I better leave that over here as well. And then we've got this, another little one. And this is from 1981. And it's entitled, It's Bedtime. Very cute. I'm not sure if I will make this into a journal per se. I think what I probably will do is take out the pages and add them to a journal. But it's cute. So I think I had counted 31. And so we're at 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I doing? 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So about 52 in total of these I've been able to collect, because I remember when I was first wanting to get some to create journals, I wasn't able to find them and people were asking ridiculous prices. So I took my time and I started visiting the Value Village when possible and purchasing them for $1.59. Most Value Village would carry them for $1.59. Sometimes you'll find them for $2, but when possible, yes, most of the time it's $1.59. And so I might go and find one, I might find two, but I keep, I would get them. And so now I'm able to have 40 something. So there you go. If there's any of these that you've seen and you think you would like to have a journal be made out of, connect with me. The info will be below. And aside from that, I think what I wanted to show you was what I've been able to do with the journal, with the books. So I've been saying that, and some of you on here, you already know how we create these little golden books. But for anyone watching this channel right now, any of my friends, and you don't quite know what I'm speaking to, well, us journal makers, we take these golden books. And if you can see the spine, it's just this little thin little thing, right? It's a little thin thing. We take the spines apart and then they come to this. So look at the difference, right? So we open up the spine and take out the papers from them, and we put them right back in and add pages so that we can have, let me show you. Oh, why can't I find what I want when I want it? I want to show you something, and I'm determined to do it, so I keep looking. So here's a pocket, right? So from the get-go, the first pages, there are two signatures in these, you'd find in these golden books. So I place them back in, and I just insert in between pages that you can journal on, right? You can journal, you can tape, a photo onto there. You can tuck something in there. I just try to make this as usable as possible for you while, adding extra journaling spots, while, providing you with that same nostalgic uh, experience. These are pockets that I put in between the signatures, but it just provides us with the nostalgic feel of when we were. And if not for yourself, then for your daughter, your son. Your son would enjoy Rabbit and His Friends or The Little Caboose. I put pockets, envelope that you can put your things into. All in all, very beautiful. Bambi, the Little Golden Book. Okay, and these are quite affordable. All my information will be below. Contact me and you will be able to get yourself a copy. These particular journals take a lot of work, but I tell you, there's so much fun. And to be able to hold on to a book that brings back all those yesteryear's memories, and at the same time provide a child or another person to enjoy it. So all the pages are left intact in the same very order that they were before, but I've added fun pages of many moons ago and different flip outs and such. And you can read the story in its same order. This one is Rabbit and His Friends. And they've all got 3 signatures. What a difference, right? What a difference. What a difference. Here is the little red caboose. Now, there are 2 ways that we create these. This one here is, I've been able to keep this thin spine here. I've been able to keep the this paper here when I open it up. And so we have this. But then this one, if the spine is perhaps a little bit too damaged, we would then alter that by putting on a cover, which is, it could be anything, but mostly we would put a nice piece of fabric. And then here we are. And some of them might, when you first get them, appear a little bit tight, but with usage, they will open up like any book. This one I've stuffed more items. These are the others that I showed. The pockets weren't filled with anything. If I put the items in extra tucks and different things in there, it becomes a little bit more chunky and full. And sometimes I leave them a little bit more open with the tucks so that you can tuck and input your own items into the journals. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I really enjoy these precious moments books. And if I don't clip it in, I love to insert it into journals as well. So the little caboose, so that's the little caboose, Rabbit and his friends, and Bambi. Any of you interested in any of these three journals, let me know. They're so beautiful. And can you imagine, all of these journals were created from these books, these 10 little books. How wonderful is that? So I just want to thank you guys. This is Ayesha from Youngspapercreations. You can also find me on my Etsy at Junk Journals for You. I think I've got perhaps 2 of these already in there. Go on over, Junk Journals for You. You'll see the 2 that I have in there. I'm not sure which 2. And also, go to trypaperplay.com. I am all over. I am over in a number of places you can find me. All the information will be below. Share with your friends. And remember, we get older, but our yesteryears, our childhood is still a part of us. And just being able to capture that, to journal our future in something that reminds us from our childhood years, which is still a part of us, how beautiful that would be. Even if it's just for a lookbook to have on your table. I thank you. Take care. Many blessings. Bye.